Thank you for listening to this chapter of the Model Book. Follow the podcast and embark on a captivating journey into the world of modeling. Hosted by model agency owner Stefan Chaya, this podcast provides aspiring models with comprehensive insights, expert advice, and practical tips to pursue their dreams. Tune in, unlock your full potential, and leave a 5-star review if you find our podcast inspiring. Together, let's make your modeling dreams a reality. Beauty ideals. Here is a small excerpt from the ASOS campaign interview on the topic of beauty ideals. Editorial question: have you ever grown tired of the classical beauty ideal as a model agency? As a model agency, we have never grown tired of the classical beauty ideal. One of the most popular and successful models at the moment is Cara Delevingne. She is a classical beauty with stunning, full eyebrows that make her exceptional. How could anyone get tired of her? Beauty ideals are not determined by anyone, they have emerged from society and represent an ideal image that a large part of society holds. Apart from that, everyone has their own beauty ideals. That's why juries at castings aren't always in agreement. Every person is individual, just like their appearance and preferences. Even perfect people have small imperfections that make them unique. Small details make people special, just as extremes do. However, classical beauty never becomes tiresome, even for a model agency. In summary, beauty ideals are the ideal concepts that a large part of our society holds. But beauty ideals come in various forms and must always be considered in context. We might currently focus on young athletic people, but we also have beauty ideals for older individuals. The nose, hair, feet, there are hundreds of small details that define us. Models usually embody many of these details. Straight teeth, a petite nose, long legs, narrow hips, and so on. There is no single beauty ideal. Beauty is always a mix and, ultimately, in the eye of the beholder. Uniqueness. Editorial question: how much uniqueness is actually allowed? In the fashion and advertising industry, everything is allowed. Let's look beyond the classical advertising market and turn to haute couture, model agencies, and the selection of models in New York, Milan, and Paris. Especially in the fashion capitals and fashion magazines, they are often looking for unique faces. As a model representing uniqueness, you must head to the fashion capitals. This is where your type is sought after, and this is where the jobs are. If you're too unique, too androgynous, or too distinctive, your future might be in Paris, Milan, or London. Here, agencies and clients appreciate very distinctive types. As we see with ASOS and previous examples like Diesel, many brands combine characters with campaigns. This makes them stand out. The fashion world is always very open to new characters. Influencers are also playing an increasingly significant role for advertising agencies. A good example of the journey from a blogger and influencer to a model is Riccardo Simonetti. He is one of those types that you immediately remember. I met him at the Germany's Next Top Model by Heidi Klum finale in Mallorca, Spain. He was backstage for a TV show at the time. A true eccentric with many fans and followers on Instagram and Snapchat. He lives in Berlin, has very long hair, and likes to wear a golden crown. He has made the transition from an outgoing influencer to a model for magazines and advertising. Even more, he is booked for TV events and takes his followers backstage on his social media channels. He is the perfect role model for the new generation of models who not only sell their lifestyle but also share their story. Distinctive types who don't necessarily fit the ideal image but are so interesting that people like them, enjoy seeing them, and follow them every day. Size 0. Editorial question: what role does size 0 still play? Size 0 will always play a role, and why not? However, we can already see that new types are entering the market, such as curvy model Jordan Woods. From the customer's perspective, curvy models are just as good brand ambassadors. They work because they are happy people and serve as positive role models for many. Why? Because they feel comfortable in their own skin. Whether curvy, tattooed, or eccentric types, as long as they radiate happiness and joy in photoshoots or commercials, they can find their way in the modeling industry. That's why extraordinary people and extraordinary stories also work. Nevertheless, no one will say goodbye to size 0. it remains a pattern in high fashion. Even though the market for models has become much more diverse, the market share of size 0 models is very small. Anyone who looks at the entire market for models will realize this. As you can see, as a model, you can work in many different areas. There are various jobs, showrooms, fairs, photo shoots for online shops, insurance companies, or banks. Ideally, having perfect measurements will open many doors for you. But even if you don't fit the ideal measurements, you still have opportunities. By using social media strategically and consistently, you can build your own reach. Your book will keep getting better, and you'll get more and more jobs. Now you're ready to establish yourself as a model. Let's continue with practical tips for the model's everyday life. As jobs get bigger, you'll be traveling more. To different cities and possibly even to other countries. Air conditioning, changing weather, little sleep between appointments, you need to take care of your body. Take breaks and pay attention to your nutrition. Beauty tips. After all the castings and photo shoots, as a model, you'll need time to regenerate. Often, you'll earn good money from campaigns and commercials, which allows you to relax between jobs. Here are 5 simple basics for your everyday life. Hair care. Wash your hair as infrequently as possible. Some may cringe at the thought, but it's not at all untidy to wash your hair only twice a week, quite the opposite. Your hair will thank you for it. It will get used to the rhythm, and soon your hair won't get oily as quickly. It will become much stronger, won't dry out as much, and will shine more. Also, apply a hair mask once a week. But be careful, don't overtreat your hair. A secret tip from our models: use coconut oil as a hair mask. Tired eyes. You've been working until late at night, partying without end, or simply had a bad night's sleep? A morning glance in the mirror is enough to see you can't go to a casting or job like this. Your eyes are red, swollen, and you have dark circles. The simple instant solution: cooling and nourishing eye pads from the drugstore. Use them for a maximum of 10 minutes, and your eye area will not only feel relaxed but also look so. Lips. Not everyone is naturally blessed with full and rosy lips. But that's no reason to rush to a beauty doctor or get permanent makeup. A high-quality lip balm with vitamin A boosts the microcirculation in your lips. This makes your lips look plump, soft, and rosy. Skin. Skincare is a crucial criterion for clear and beautiful skin. First, determine your skin type. Do you have oily, dry, or combination skin? Once you've analyzed this, for example, with a dermatologist or beautician, you should use suitable products accordingly. For young skin, moisture care is especially important. Be careful not to overgrease your skin, as this can lead to annoying pimples. In summer, a light moisturizer is usually sufficient, while in winter, you should opt for richer night creams. Perfect for dry skin, an effective moisture serum that can be applied under your makeup. Additionally, make sure to get enough sleep on average, about 7.5 hours per day, and drink plenty of water. Exfoliating your skin will also help it regenerate. Removing makeup. Quickly jumping into bed, whether with or without makeup? A beauty no-go. Every evening, no matter how late it is, remove your makeup. Not only will your bed linen thank you, but your skin will too. If you don't remove your makeup properly, it can lead to skin impurities, and your eyelashes may break, losing more lash hairs than usual. Those were 5 simple things to care for your skin and hair without much effort or expense. Thank you for listening to this chapter of the Model Book. Follow the podcast and embark on a captivating journey into the world of modeling. Hosted by model agency owner Stefan Chaya, this podcast provides aspiring models with comprehensive insights, expert advice, and practical tips to pursue their dreams. Tune in, unlock your full potential, and leave a 5-star review if you find our podcast inspiring. Together, let's make your modeling dreams a reality.